Hey guys, this is Stu from Stuart Scale Models, and I thought I'd do a video announcement of a new group build which is going to be in conjunction with Warren Blanche at Strike Eagle Models, and it's quite a unique subject actually that nobody's ever thought of doing a group build for. Now, it's the first time I've actually got involved in a group build, I have to say, and when Warren asked me I felt quite honoured actually. So yeah, this is a bit of a first for me. Um, Probably one for Warren as well, to be honest, because I don't think he's been involved in setting up a group build before. But when he actually asked me about the subject, well, I asked him what the subject was going to be, I thought, yeah, it's a good idea because nobody's actually thought of this before. So the name of the group build, and this might give you a clue, is called Dawn of the Cruise Missile Age Group Build. It's one I actually sort of ummed and ahed with Warren, and he thought, yeah, that's a good idea. So we've gone ahead with that, and the period that this group build will be running from is, and this is for next year. So if this is a bit early for you, well, I just thought I'd get it in advance in case anybody wants to jump on board like they did with Steve Mottram's M group build, because everybody has gone for that, including me. Which is proving very popular. So I thought, well, it gives people time to think things over, do a bit of research, decide on what kit, if they've got it in their stash, they're going to use, and if not, then sort of run around and get all the kits they need to, etc. And obviously on that basis they can decide whether they want to take part or not. So the actual subject matter, as you've guessed, is the very first cruise missile, which was the V1 Doodlebug, and obviously its successor, which was the first intercontinental missile, which was the A4 V2 rocket. And it's basically going to be well, I'm getting tongue-tied now. It's basically going to be between the period of 1940 to 1950. That's something that Warren's actually stipulated upon. So obviously he's done his research as well as I've done mine. So there you go. I mean, there is a wealth of kits you can get which are based on the V1 and V2 out there. The most familiar, as you well know, is this little puppy, which I've got sitting beside me here, and I know Warren's got one in just recently, which is Tamir's old V1 Doodlebug here. There's not much to the kit, to be honest with you. I mean, if you look on the back there, that is basically it. I mean, you can build that in a night, but it's what you could do with it that's is quite exciting. You could either do it on its trolley as a little vignette, or, as I've just found out, there is a company that actually produces the launch ramp for it, called Sarissa Precision. And if anybody wants to get hold of it, the actual kit number of that is NO34. So look up Sarissa Precision, and the actual launch pad is actually made out of MDF, so you will need your wood glue. Alright. So I'm hoping to get hold of one of them. I've just sourced one on eBay, so there you go. And it's not that expensive, to be honest with you, considering what you get. And it's principally made for this kit as well, so there's an idea for you. And as I say, there is a wealth of V1 kits out there. I mean, for instance, Bronco do 3 in their range in 1/35. One being the standard V1, and then obviously you've got the RE3 single seat piloted V1, which was possibly going to be used as a suicide bomb, like the Oka over in Japan. Thankfully it never came to fruition. And there was also one for training people on it, the RE4, which has got 2 seats. I think it was principally a glider, actually, to be honest with you. It wasn't actually used with a pulse jet, but we'll see. And Pegasus Hobby do one in 1/18, I think, as well. So check that out. And then obviously you've got MPM, they do the old venerable JB2 Loom, which was one of the ones that was actually captured by the Allies and tested over in the States in the late 40s, early 50s. So that's one for you. And if you can get hold of it, I mean, if you want to do a what if with the subject matter, Dragon do an AR-234 3W with the V1 called the Huck Pack, which is actually sitting on the top of the fuselage like a piggyback. And I'm not sure if anybody does the HE-111 where it was underslung underneath the wing, or you could actually do it yourself. You know, that's something to think on. It's an idea. In regards to the V2, well, again, you've got quite a variety, not as much as the V1. First off, you've got Pegasus Hobbies old Venerable 148th kit, and that comes with a launch pad. Dragon do one. They are getting rarer and rarer, guys, so if you want to get hold of one, I would. The actual kit number on that one is 9140. That's in 1/35, and it comes with a communication crew figure set. I'm personally possibly looking at getting that one myself, but I might hold off until Telford to see if there's any good deals and there's anyone, if there's one there as well. So we will see. And there's a Polish company which actually does the two, called JSC. They do the V1 and V2 in 1/24. I don't know how much it was, but it was a bloody steal on eBay, I have to say. So it's probably a bit crude, and you probably have to do a bit of work on that one, guys. So there you go. And if you can get hold of one, and they're very, very rare, if at all, Revell did one some years ago of a V2, and I think it came with a launch pad as well. So that's one to look out for. If there's anybody out there who's into 1/72nd, there's a company called Special Armour. We actually do two versions. They do the prototype, which was the black and white one, and then obviously you got a series of another kit, which has got all the different camouflage versions, and that comes with the pad as well. And they also do the actual cradle for where they used to sort of tow them around mobile, called the Wiedelwagen, I think, V2 trailer, so you can get hold of that. It's another idea for a sort of a dio. And I have heard that Takom are going to bring out the actual tow truck they used to tow them around with, as well as the actual V2 itself in 1/35. So that's another one to look out for in the new year, guys. So as I said, the actual group build does not start until the 30th of April and runs right through till the 30th of September. Okay, so you got stacks of time. If anybody wants to drop either Warren or me a line, you can contact me on my email address, which is Stuart_David_Avery@hotmail.co.uk. I can't remember what my Facebook page number is. I'll let you know in the monthly update, guys. Okay. Or you can contact Warren himself, who actually principally thought the idea of this group build, at Strike Eagle Models on his Facebook page. Okay. Or if you've got him as your friend on Facebook, you can contact him on there, or on Google Plus. All right, on YouTube, just leave a message underneath one of his comments on his videos, as well as mine. Okay. So I've waffled on enough as it is. I will be doing an official entry video for the V1, which will probably be nearer the time. If I do manage to get hold of the V2, I'll let you guys know, obviously. Because obviously this won't take long to build and do, and then obviously I'd like to do the V2 as well, so we will see. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Please do join if you want to. It's just, I don't think there's any prizes involved in this, guys. I think it's just purely taking part in a unique subject which no one's done before. And I have to say, it wasn't chiefly my idea, it was Warren's ideas. And I just sort of thrown some ideas at him to make it more interesting. And if you want to do a what if connected to these two weapons, by all means do so. Okay, so there's plenty out there. So that's it. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I think I've waffled on enough, and I hope I haven't sent you to sleep. I think I'd send myself to sleep, but there you go. Anyway, as usual, until the next time, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.